I've been seeing your soul. Give me things that I wanted to know. Tell me things that you've done. I've been feeling old, I've been feeling cold. You're the heat that I know. Listen, you are my sun.
Hey, what is up, guys? Topher here, bringing you another high-level Halo Wars commentary today. We're going to be playing on Fort Deen against Velocity, Biget, and Quantum, and they will be running Forge RB Brute, and I will be with Biget on Too Legit and the thewifehatexbox, and we will be double Anders Brute. So I was going to make this commentary and all that last night, but I'm glad I slacked another day and didn't do it, because for those of you that don't know, Halo Wars 2 was confirmed either late last night or this morning at Gamescom. I didn't even follow that event. I have no idea. I don't follow any video game events, but yeah, that's where it was released. So there was a teaser. I'm not gonna upload the teaser because you can find it somewhere else. I just don't think there's a point for me to do it. But yeah, Halo Wars 2 is gonna be coming fall of next year. So they say. So that is interesting that they didn't announce it at E3, because that's I know the big one every year, and that's when I thought it was going to be announced. Instead, they waited for some Gamescom convention, and that's when they decided to let people know. So it's been a long time coming. So it's very, very interesting that they waited 8 years to announce it. It's literally 8 years between or no, I guess it's 7 years between sequels, which is, I don't know, something. I didn't think it would actually happen, but it did. But, I mean, I don't know how much time I'll have to play that kind of a game in fall of next year, because I'll still be in college and doing a lot of stuff, but I'm sure I'll definitely get the game, and hopefully it's good. For the sake of everyone, hopefully they bring in some Halo Wars 1 people that still grind today, and it doesn't even have to be me. I mean, anybody in the high-level community that knows what the hell they're doing. So it can actually be a balanced game, because you're going to see this game right here is a prime example of how this game can be unbalanced. Because you'll just see later on how overpowered a freaking Gauss can be compared to power turret, and just doesn't matter if you have power turret against starter units, pretty much. But yeah, then hopefully Halo Wars 2 is balanced, and they get people to make the maps balanced, and the units, and just do it better than Halo Wars 1. Hopefully there's also some 4v4 or something to make it interesting. I know everyone's so freaking obsessed about oh, get the Flood in there. I want to play as the Flood. I think that's actually pretty dumb. No one wants to play as the Flood. Come on now. It's just dumb. I don't need the Flood. But hopefully they do something to spice it up. But it'll be nice to play new maps, I guess, in 2016. And maybe they'll actually, support Halo Wars 1 a little bit now for the next year, since, they just completely ignore it all the time. Because nobody cared about it, except for the 2,000 people that played. But yeah. I don't know what else. Yeah, Halo Wars 2 finally happening. So it's interesting. I guess into this game a tiny bit. Yeah, we're just Anders double brute. Looks like we got Wife playing defense with his chieftain. We got some. I tried to go quick Gren or something, and it didn't work out because they were gonna kill my Gren, so it didn't work out. Legit went quick Gren, and it's going all right. But yeah, we're in a severe leader disadvantage. This is just some custom games. They were running Forge RB Brute in this game, I think, and we were Anders double random all or something. Just because, who cares? I'm gonna go over here and pick off this pad off the Brute Chieftain. Maybe try to get the RB to come back or something. They're gonna go tanks. So if you see the other team with a vehicle depot in threes, it's almost like auto win. But it's not quite auto win. But I'm glad he's going tanks and not Gauss, because Gauss is a lot harder to deal with. So yeah, I picked off that pad. I'm going to chill up here. We're still trying to play defense on my base. And yeah, we're just wife's killing more brutes with his inheritance, and we're just gonna plan on going double Gauss Banshee maybe. Yeah, I think we're gonna go double Gauss Banshee. That makes most sense, especially since they're going tanks. We might throw a couple vampires in here or there though. I hardly remember this game. We pretty much all that's been happening on Halo Wars recently is threes customs. I mean, I know that's not very different, but instead of just like boring threes customs, is actually like good players, like in this game. Like so, the games are actually somewhat competitive and it's somewhat fun. But yeah, no one match makes anymore. We tried to match make a couple of times, but it's just dead for now. But maybe more people will come back after the announcement this morning, but I doubt it. So the Chieftain's dead. The Arby's on wife's base, and I'm just gotten. I'm not on the best spot. Because they just hit the Anders, which was me. Well, one of the two Anders, and they have wife's base half stripped, the brute's base half stripped. They have my base basically half stripped, and I'm gonna be working on clearing out this middle money to try to get myself back into the game a little bit. Yeah, just clearing the middle money. Yeah, not much happening. But yeah, Halo Wars 2. I know. I actually found out because Espro Mitch texted me and he's like, "Yo, Halo Wars 2," and then Kai's also texted me. So they're two YouTubers that don't really make videos anymore, but they're like all over this shit. And I'm just like, what? Okay, thanks for letting me know. So maybe they'll make videos again. You never know. We'll have to see. I don't know if this is gonna make me upload any more videos than I do now. But we'll see what happens. See how big the crowd picks up for Halo Wars 2, and see what path that leads us down. So we're just playing defense. I think we're trying to go straight into some. I don't know. I can't remember this game. We might be going. I think we're gonna get a couple of vampires out first. That's what I want to say. So I think legit that means he has Gauss already going up, so he's just clicking me to try to get into Gauss or something. Because obviously I got hit hard, and I need a little boost to my economy to get back into this game and actually be useful. So yeah, I'm gonna go Gauss because Gauss is good in threes, and because tanks are so slow and terrible. As you saw, if you remember my other like threes custom game a while ago, like tanks versus Gauss. It's just here's a part. So I go in and ran this Biget Sui, and I'm like, okay, he's trying to hit me, run away. And then I'm just like still running, queue up Grenadier, no big deal, no big deal. Boom, the hog dies, dominated. Like the Sui didn't even move, and then I got it, but that Sui didn't even move, and it just like destroyed me. So that's always good. So I'm gonna sit up here for a second, try to deny this summit, delay them getting some air out delay their Arbiter from getting a little bit of air out. It looks like they have tanks down there or something. That's what the brute's flaring, and yeah, I got a Gauss reactor going up, so that's awesome. So I'm still just playing a risky game here. I don't know where their Arbiter is. I'm just kind of sitting in front of his base just because, we're trying to stun their tank. I see what's going on. We don't have a carpet or anything or a Mac, so we can't kill that base, but we're just trying to stun a tank just because. But he's just going to recall because he does have inheritance and he can get birthright and help us out with these tanks. So I send those two hogs in to try to deny the summit again, and they just both die because the tank is like super accurate. All of a sudden, the RB is on denying our expo. They have an expo up, so this is not the best spot for us because their RB has the possibility of taking our base, and probably us not being able to do a lot about it for the moment if he decides to take it. And so Teal's building Banshees. I have Gauss going up. We are now pumping Banshees. Okay, got it. So we're going to go in and just deep on this Arbiter because we need to get an expo up like now, and him chilling here is preventing that from happening. So we drop a D-bomb. Legit has like 6 red bar hogs right there. So since he D-bombed and is taking the base, I'll drop him the nice old heal in a second here. After I queue reserves and medium cryo, and then I just down tech, and then I have the money, and I'm just going to drop him the old heal while pulling the old zero subset and not building on my base. Oh, speaking of Zero, I didn't even think about that till just now. Maybe Zero will come back. Maybe we'll see some more Zero subset videos. That'll be something. Man, there's nothing like a good old Zero subset video. I like it. But yeah, we'll have to see who comes back and who doesn't. It probably won't be like probably people won't be coming back right now, but in the next year or so is when people would start getting back on the grind. So yeah, I'm getting destroyed by rebels because the rebels are too good for me, and I have 2 hogs right now. There's our chieftain just walking around trying to pick up money or clear bases or whatever. Yeah, we've got reserves. Gonna try to just clear out this base, and that's pretty much that. And yeah, gonna be trying to clear out another base too, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get wrecked by rebels over there too because I'm like being real lazy with it. Yeah, getting wrecked by them rebels. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my god, just destroyed. So now I got a red bar hog again. I'm trying to freaking not be terrible at this game. Um, so yeah, gonna fix my rally point and get destroyed by rebels again. um, but we will be quad pumping hogs here between me and Legit in a second, and that's pretty good because Goss just kills everything. And yeah, they have 2 Cubbies, but since they do have the Arbiter, they definitely have the better combo than us. But we can build lots of Goss. So looks like we're gonna be heading up for a push here in a second. So they're taking that base. We see all the tanks there. So we're heading out to purple. And first, Legit's like, we'll just strip it. I'm just like, nah, ain't main. So we're gonna go up there. So we have 2 cryo bombs, which also makes our combo somewhat OP. Even though they have the Arbiter, we have 2 cryos. Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna drop him a D bomb first because they saw us coming up. So Biget ended up recalling it right down the ramp, so the D-bomb wouldn't be right at his base, but we still ended up getting to D-bomb pretty much at his base, and it's all good. So the RB's dead. I'm pumping some hogs, and here's the point. I'm like, let's aim main. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, aim main. Just because, you gotta do what you gotta do. So they dropped a carpet on a couple of hogs. They didn't really get too many. The shield's dropping pretty quick. So what we're gonna do here is we're legit's gonna drop his cryo on these tanks, and we're just going to ignore the tanks. We're not even going to fight them. We're just going to aim main. So there's vampires here. We also got banshees up here. So then I'm like, okay, well now it's my turn to cryo because the tanks are about to be unfrozen. So now I dropped my cryo and I get tanks and vampires, which is pretty nice. And we're just going to keep aiming the banshees. We decided banshees should fight the tanks, and we'll just aim main with the Gauss. And that's what we're doing. And because we have so much Gauss, the base just dies, and now we're wondering if this Arbiter is going to get back out because it's been almost 60 seconds since he died, and it's going to be close. But it looks like he is. The base is going to drop. Is he going to pop out? No. No Arbiter. So he has no Temple and no Arbiter, which is huge for us. He does have that base up already that has a shield on it, but he has to rebuild his Temple, rebuild his Arbiter, and it's going to be a while before he gets anything too crazy. So they have Power Turret now, which does fight Gauss very well. But we are on 5 base Gauss right now, getting on to 6 base Gauss. So we're pretty much just gonna spam out a bunch of Gauss and hope for the best. Because we do have them on to 4 bases, and we have our entire side of the map, which is nice. I'm even telling wife that he should take that base just as a distraction, another place to recall to and stuff. So he does take it. So you can see Velocity's up here pumping so freaking hard. He double down teched, I'm pretty sure. Or, I don't know if he double down. But on his down tech, he didn't even build another supply pack because he's trying to triple pump right now. And because he realizes we have so much Gauss and he needs to get tanks out. And so he's just like he's not even building extra supply pads on his down tech because he just needs to keep pumping. So that tank gets out. I do kill his depot. And I'm just going to kind of run away a little bit. And yeah, so we're going to be hitting in as many spots as we can. That shield's almost down. I think Legit was poking at that. Oh, well, I was poking around up here. Now I'm going to go over here. So earlier in this game, I left a weak supply pad right there in the front. And I'm finally, 10 minutes later, I'm finally going to capitalize on that weak supply pad and take it down. And I'm just going to sit up here and just fight more supply pads. I know the tanks are coming for me, but I really don't care because this Quantum is on a single base, and we're pumping 6 Gauss at a time, so I can pretty much just sack my hogs into killing the guy on a single base. Because me losing like 10 hogs there really isn't that big of a deal to me. But him losing 2 supply pads is half his economy, so that's a huge deal to him. So that is definitely worth it. So now Legit's doing a nice big push up here. Well, I'm going to start rallying hogs down to the expo because Velocity's probably sending most of his tanks up to here. So while that's happening, I'll start hitting the other base. You can see down here he's still not building on his base, building supply pads because he has to keep pumping. So he's only double pumping at this point, kind of, because he doesn't really have the economy to double pump anymore. But he's just not building supply pads because he knows he needs to keep pumping tanks. He needs to get full pop to try to deal with us if he ever wants to deal with us. So their Arbiter's back out just raging. He has a tank down here playing defense. I'm going to try to deny this upcoming supply pad. So it's the same concept as with that Covey base. These 3 hogs don't mean a lot to me, but that building supply pad means a lot to him. And I ended up not even like really losing any of those hogs. And even if I did lose them, it wouldn't have been a big deal because like I denied a supply pad. And yeah, these hogs are just nothing to me. I get 3 back every like 25 seconds or something. I don't know the exact timing. So yeah, the Arby's down here chilling. He's on like forever Tech 1 Arby against Goss because we killed his main, and he has to continuously rage because we have so much Goss going everywhere. Like it's at the point where we like pretty much don't even care that he's raging our hogs because we just have so many. So you got Wife up there, Vortex and Vampires. I'm just, trying to figure out where to go, coming back a little bit, regrouping. I got Station on all my bases just, to make them a little bigger, get a little extra money in, and all that good stuff. So I'm going to go for more split pushes. Looks like Legit is going back to deal with the Arbiter that pushed to our side of the map. I'm going to try to kill this building supply pad. I'm going to use these 4 hogs to kill this supply pad, hopefully. And hopefully all will be good. Yeah. Just, killing supply pads, pretty much. But you can see, like, how much trouble Velocity is having. Like, he's doing well with his tanks, but there's just so much stuff that there's, like, not much he can do. Because there's really never going to be a point in this game where Velocity is going to be able to push because tanks are so terrible in 3s because the maps are so big. Because, like, even if he kills all of our Gauss, we're going to get it all back in a couple of minutes. And we're continuously on their side. And if he tries to base trade us, I mean, it's not going to go well for him because look how many bases we have. So there's really no good options for them unless, like, they get a Tech 2 Arbiter that can play, or unless they, like, all get a bunch of... There's really just no good options. Like, I'm trying to rationalize something for him, but there's just nothing. Because, like, just tanks. And, I mean, tanks are viable in 2s because it's 2-base tanks against 2-base Gauss right off the bat. Which is why, like, tanks are better than Gauss on most 2v2 maps. But in 3s, everyone starts out on a single. And a single-base tanker just gets destroyed by a single-base Gauss guy because Gauss destroys stock, and then you get an Expo and they don't. And then you just die. Well, I know in this game they got an Expo before we did, but like even with them getting the Expo before we did, going tanks, it just isn't enough to make a difference. So yeah. So I'm just still poking down here, running around, killing vampires. I'm telling Wife, I'm like, yo, you can come back in here. I can kill that stuff for you. And then he just like leaves. He's like, nah. So I'm just gonna try to kill this turret. While we're going for a push on the main. I think we're going to drop a cryo up there or something. There's the Arbiter, and I'm just like, okay, I mean, I'm going to lose these hogs anyway. I'm not going to, like, D-bomb 3 hogs behind the back of a base, so I'm just going to try to run away. There's, here in a second, we're finding their tanks. So in a second here, the cryo is going to drop, I'm pretty sure. There it is. We stunned a tank. The cryo got, like, nothing. It was a very good cryo. We got all of our Banshees. Yeah. So he got destroyed. There's the Arbiter, and I'm like, okay, I'll D-bomb. Just cause okay, he D-bombed. Good thing we didn't. Dropping the double D-bomb is the worst. So yeah, killing the tanks. We don't have that many Banshees left, but we have a ton of Gauss, and we have the Chieftain just pulling tanks. Upgrading some supply pads because that's exactly what I need right now. No, I just have too much money. And yeah, we're just gonna. They're here. All his tanks are up here, so we're just trying to strip while I'm kind of trying to like run away from the tanks. Legit is in the back killing more supply pads, and I'm just gonna swing around and try to get some more damage on. And now I'm just gonna reset my rally to that base because I'm pretty sure all his tanks are up here right now. So we're gonna kill this Arby. Hopefully, is he gonna die? I think he died. Oh, he's still alive on the minimap. I can see it. Oh, nope, he died. Okay, good. Ooh, looks like no one picked up that money right there. I should have picked up that money. Because that's like I just said, that's exactly what I need right now. So yeah, it looks like Biget's starting to go Banshees, but I mean against double Gauss, Banshees and 2 Cryos, Banshees aren't really gonna do all that much. So I'm gonna kill another supply pad here. So I'm pretty sure that puts Velocity on 2 pads on his Expo and 2 on his main. So he has 4 supply pads right now, trying to double pump tanks, and hopefully I might get this pad too. So that will put him on 3 supply pads, and he just can't hold up his pump like he would like to. So yeah, that's dead. Now he's on to, oh, we're gonna get that pad too. So he's on 2 supply pads now, and that is not enough, as you all know. So yeah, here we're going up to the main. Oh, the main's a red bar, and I don't quite think we're gonna kill it because there's so many tanks. We might get it actually if we just keep spamming Gauss up to it. I mean, we are pumping 6 at a time at it. Oh, but then the engineer gets there, so no, we're not gonna get it. Quantum with the clutch engineer. So I'm just like, yeah, let's just go down here instead because we're not gonna get that base, and that shield's already down a little bit. I have way too much money to just be triple pumping Gauss, but there's just nothing better for me to spend my money on. So their RV just got out, so I'm just going to insta-debomb them because I don't want to mess with it. And because we debombed right in front of his base, like, he can try to walk out of this debomb, but he can't recall anywhere. So, I mean, he can get back into rage mode and try to kill a couple hogs, but he can't really go anywhere and live. So that's what he's going to do. He's just going to sack his RV again. And he's dead. So this shield's almost down. And yeah, I think we're just gonna go for the aim main because like look how much Gauss we have. Like we have like nothing, and then all of a sudden we have like 30, 25, 30 hogs just like coming across the map and already at the bases. And this base is just gonna drop instantly because the tanks were all sitting at Velocity's main and not down here because he had to defend that. So now this base is gonna die. Yeah, we're just gonna kill the base. And yeah, so the base is dying. Now we're just gonna run away and go over and go up and just keep stripping bases. So I think at this point, this game is winding down. I think you understand that Gauss is overpowered. I mean, if you didn't already, you can tell from this one. So yeah, I hope you guys pretty much enjoy this video. So I guess things with me, I don't know. I'm going back to college in a couple weeks and back down. And what else? I'll get my wisdom teeth out tomorrow, so that's gonna suck. And yeah, but today I found out Halo Wars 2 is coming out, which will be good. I think Espro Mitch might be coming back making some news videos. I think Marco might make some news videos when stuff comes out. I will not be making news videos because those guys that know how to edit can do all that stuff because I'm still on that Windows Movie Maker edit grind. But I'll gladly help them with something if they need it. But other than that, I don't know. I'm just happy Halo Wars 2 is coming out. It'll be interesting to see how the game develops, especially because we all know how Halo Wars 1 works and how committed people are to this game. So I really hope they don't mess it up. Because if they waited this long and they mess it up and it's not basically perfect, then it's really going to suck. Because, like, we waited so long. And hopefully it's not so bad to the point. You know how like Call of Duty people go back to like Modern Warfare 2 and stuff, like even today? Hopefully it's not like that where people have to resort back to Halo Wars 1 because Halo Wars 2 is so terrible. But maybe there will be some tournaments or something. I don't know. It's way too high in the future. It's way too far in the future to speculate anything really for this game. But the fact that it's coming out is pretty cool, and it wasn't Viva Pinata or something dumb like that. But yeah, just gonna drop the cry on these tanks, and just kill them, and pretty much Wife's getting a scare about, and that's just going to be the game. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys stick around because maybe I'll make some Halo Wars 2 content if I'm still playing stuff in a year and a half. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I know I don't post nearly as much as I used to. It's just the way it is nowadays. But I know that my subscribers keep going up even though I don't post anything. So I really appreciate it, even though I don't post anything. You guys even press the subscribe button or like or whatever you do. I still get dislike botted, which is hilarious because it doesn't deter me from posting like at all. It's just like, wow, you just have a great life, bro. But yeah, that's what it is. I haven't talked about that in a while, but yeah, there's gonna be like 25 dislikes on this video, almost guaranteed, and it's from some hater with a dislike bot. But whatever, screw them, don't care. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.
All units. All units.
Yes, sir. Rolling out. Warthog.
All units.
Warthog. Good to go. Good to go. Rock and roll. Where to? Good to go.
All units.
You bet. Sir. Rock and roll.
All units.
Orders. Warthog. Ready.
All units.
Good to go.
All units.
Get some.
All units.
On the target.
All units.
Going in.
All units.
Get it.
All units. All units.
Get some. Yes, sir.
Base under attack. All units.
Warthog fired up.
Supply pad upgraded.
Rolling out. Sir.
All units. All units.
Anytime.
All
On the
units.
move. Warthog ready to roll. Good to go.
All units. Your team is victorious.